But this year is extra special. When you think about what we in Louisiana, what this city, this region's been through over the past couple of years with the pandemic, it was about 6 months ago that one of the strongest hurricanes to ever hit our state hit southeast Louisiana. And through it all, the NCAA has stuck with us, and we've moved forward with the Final Four. In fact, didn't just stick with us. The NCAA and its partners actually assisted us greatly in our recovery efforts, especially around Laplace over in St. John the Baptist Parish. All the jobs, all the economic impact. This is a huge deal for us. And of the 6 times, I'm just going to go out on a limb and tell you, this is the most important. It's coming at exactly the right time as we rebound, coming off the storms and out of the pandemic.
We know that the impact that this will have on this city is tremendous. Over 75,000 visitors came here the last time. Thousands of jobs created right here in our community. But more importantly, our hospitality industry that the governor mentioned absolutely has taken it on the chin. Our culture bears as well. But we are back and we are ready to not only host, but to move this city forward in ways that we have never seen before. The window of opportunity is now.
As you know, our group is really in charge of the selection, the seating, the bracketing for the big 68-team event, and that's certainly very important. But we're also involved with all of the operations, certainly working with great local organizing committees, such as here in New Orleans, Jay Cicero and his team, of course, the folks at Tulane University. Shout out to UNO, a Southland Conference member, as well as our other local universities, Nichols and Southeastern. So great to be back here in the city. And
planning is going quite well. You know, thanks to Jeff and Jay and certainly our host institutions, Tulane and UNO. You'll hear from their athletic directors later. Planning has gone quite well. We're certainly encouraged to see so much activity now with Mardi Gras well underway and the festivities as we came in here last night. This place is vibrant, and we're excited to be able to, as the governor and the mayor said, make it even greater with the event coming here in April for the men's Final Four.
Yeah, you mentioned expectations. I mean, I think the NCAA itself has very high expectations. It is the crown jewel of all college sporting events. This is the men's Final Four. So we're extremely excited, and this is an opportunity for us as a city and as a region and as a state to show that New Orleans itself is ready to host again. So we have high expectations of ourselves to keep us on the map, per se. You know, we consider ourselves the best host city that there is in the country, and this is our opportunity for us to live up and meet the NCAA's expectations.
Well, I think from our standpoint, you know, you've heard the word partnership a lot. That's one of the unique things about New Orleans and the way the Final Four is constructed, the operations constructed. You know, we are total partners with everyone. One, really to ensure that the student athletes have the greatest experience they can have, but for the fans, for everyone participating in it, we want to help ensure that experience is outstanding. You know, one of the things that I think I can say that I'm not sure anyone else can say on staff, you know, our peers, Tim and I's peers, New Orleans, if you ask them what's the one place they would want to come to the Final Four, it's New Orleans. And it's because of how they're treated when they're here. It's because of the experience in New Orleans. We know how to host people. And I think part of our obligation really is to make sure that we do our part to make sure it's a great experience for everyone.
Yeah, it's a surreal moment for me. I remember being a kid back in 1985, growing up in Memphis and watching the Memphis State basketball team make it to the Final Four and lose to Villanova, who ended up winning the national championship that year. So for me to play for my hometown team was awesome. And for us to make the NCAA tournament twice in my 4 years, and specifically to make it to the Elite Eight my senior year, one game from the Final Four, was something that was totally special. And the city gets caught up into that. And as a student athlete, as a former student athlete, I want to make sure that their experience is memorable and is special. And I think that is the point that everyone tries to make sure that student athletes have great experiences. But having been a former student athlete, I know what it takes. I know what a great experience looks like. And even as a loss, because 67 teams will end their season with a loss, it's still a wonderful chance to live out your dreams and play in the Final Four.